All right, let's just get right into it. The AI token tax. Why your smart agent is slow, stupid, and expensive. Look, we've all been sold this dream, right? This fantasy about AI agents that are going to completely change how we work. But if you've actually used one, I bet you felt it. That feeling that something is just off. Well, today we're going to break down exactly what's wrong and why that so-called smart agent is secretly costing you a ton of time and money.
The opening line of the source material for this explainer really sets the stage. We are in a new war, a war for productivity. And honestly, right now, we're losing. We were promised these amazing digital sidekicks that would, 10x our output. But the reality? It's not that. They're failing. And they're failing us in three really specific and super frustrating ways.
First up, they are just painfully slow. You know the drill. You give it a command, and then you just wait. And you wait, and you're just staring at that little loading spinner, pretending it's thinking. It completely shatters your focus and just kills any momentum you had going.
And second, they're just stupid. Surprisingly clunky, right? They don't feel like these brilliant partners we were promised. It's more like having a really unreliable intern that you have to watch over constantly. They get stuck on the simplest things and totally misunderstand what you're asking for.
And last but not least, the part that nobody really wants to talk about. They are shockingly expensive. The actual cost to run this futuristic fantasy, it's staggering. And it's a bill that you are paying whether you know it or not.
So what's going on here? Why is the promise so broken? Well, it boils down to this. For the past couple of years, we've been paying our AIs to talk about doing work instead of, actually doing the work. And that single fundamental mistake, it has a name.
It's called the AI token tax. This right here, this is the hidden cost that's making our agents slow, stupid, and expensive. Think of it as a tax you're paying on pure inefficiency. And it's baked right into the DNA of how most of these AI agents work.
Okay, so this whole problem stems from an old and frankly broken method called chain of thought. The best way to think about it is like this. Imagine you hired a consultant who, instead of just doing the job, insists on thinking out loud about every single tiny step. And of course, they're billing you by the word. That's what this AI is doing. It's literally talking itself through the problem step by painful step.
And just look at this. This is the Chatty Consultant in action. It's almost painful to watch, right? It thinks, okay, I need to see the files. That's one step. Then it acts, run ls. Then it observes, oh, here are the files. That's another step. Then it has another thought, then another action. Each one of these lines, every thought, every observation is a whole separate round trip to the AI model. You're paying for every single one. It's this constant, slow back and forth just to do something simple. It's not just inefficient, it's a fundamentally broken way of doing things.
Which leads to this quote from the source. This isn't just slow, it's a scam. And that really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? You are literally paying to watch a slow-motion performance of thinking. Every time that agent outputs the word thought, cha-ching, the meter's running. Every time it says observation, cha-ching, you're getting charged again.
So let's be crystal clear about what this is. The AI token tax is the price you pay for all that useless chatter. You are being taxed on the conversation about the work, not the actual work getting done. And it's just burning through your money and your patience. But here's the good news. That war, it's over. That entire way of thinking is completely obsolete.
So, if the old way is dead, what's the new weapon in this productivity war? It's a strategy that is brutally efficient, with a simple, powerful mantra, code over chat. And trust me, this is a total game changer.
So forget that long, boring, back-and-forth text chain. The new way does something completely different. It writes a script, just one single, self-contained block of code that does the entire job from start to finish. No chatter, no thinking out loud, just pure, unadulterated action.
That's it. That's the whole thing. It thinks one time, writes the plan as a piece of code, and then just hands it off to be run. The difference in efficiency, it's just staggering. All right, so let's set this up like a proper showdown. In this corner, weighing us down with tokens, we have the Chatty Consultant, billing you for every single thought. And in this corner, lean and mean, we have the new challenger, the caged programmer who just writes the code and gets it done.
And when you look at the numbers, well, the data speaks for itself. It's not even a contest. The old way, 10 to 15 steps. The new way, 1. Just 1. The old way cost you over 2,000 tokens. The new way, about 300.
And the latency, the time you're actually sitting there waiting, it drops from a minute or two down to like 5 or 10 seconds.
I mean, just look at this chart. It says everything you need to know. Look at that massive bar for the old way versus the tiny little sliver for the new way. Remember, tokens are the currency of AI. You're paying for every single one. The caged programmer isn't just a little bit cheaper, it completely demolishes the AI token tax.
So we're not talking about a small 10% improvement here. This is a 10x revolution. 10 times better. It completely flips the script on the economics and, more importantly, the experience of using an AI agent.
Okay, so how is this even possible? What's the secret sauce that lets an AI just write and run code without, breaking everything? The answer is actually pretty brilliant, and it's simpler than you might think.
Here it is. The secret is a secure manager that runs the AI's code inside a prison. Think of it like a digital solitary confinement. This manager is the warden, and it executes the AI's code in a totally sealed-off sandbox where it can't touch anything important or cause any harm. And because we can trust the prison walls, we don't have to watch the prisoner's every move anymore.
So at the end of the day, the caged programmer wins. It's not even close. It's faster because it's acting instead of talking. It's way, way cheaper because it kills that AI token tax. And maybe most importantly, it's way more reliable. Why? Because code is precise. Text is fuzzy. It's that simple. And this really points to the future. The next phase of AI agents isn't going to be about which one sounds the most human or can think the best. Nope. The war for productivity will be won by whichever agent can act the fastest and the cheapest. It's a pure arms race of efficiency.
And that leaves us with one final, crucial question you should be asking yourself. The next time you fire up an AI tool, just watch it. Is it being a chatty consultant, walking you through every little step and racking up a huge bill? Or is it a caged programmer, quietly, efficiently, just getting the job done? It's time to stop paying the AI token tax. It's time to demand an AI that actually codes.